back to the New York Sports Exchange, episode number 120. And Florida State was screwed. Screwed.
I can't say I'm
Rigged
shocked.
witch hunt. Rigged witch hunt. That's what it was. A rigged witch hunt.
They were ready to throw them out right after Jordan Travis got hurt. And I said that to you, and I said that to so many people.
I know you said it. And I know our editor, Matt, FSU alum, is not going to be happy about this. He's not going to be happy about what you're going to say. But, damn, they got screwed. They got screwed hard.
Let's go right into it, because I'm not knocking them
also,
as a football team.
Let me just say this. There could be a live reaction of Juan Soto getting traded to the Yankees in this episode. Just saying. Go on, Tim.
We hope it doesn't happen. But
I do.
But I will say, well, one of us. The other one, I'm fingers crossed praying, but I'm not going to get into that yet. What I do want to say is I will give Florida State all the props. They've been a phenomenal team this year. Defensively, they've been great. You know, I know they struggled last week with a third string quarterback, but the thing is, I know and people don't, they say anything can happen and they're not going to admit it. But Stan, if they were in this playoffs right now, who are they going to beat? Because every team's stomping on them. And I'm sorry to say that, but without Jordan Travis, they can't move the ball. They scored 16 points against Louisville. I don't even know if they're like I said, their backup, you said it too, their backup quarterback got killed. So I know you get a month to prepare, but
yeah, he got
I don't know. I don't know.
Here's my thing with this. Do I think that Florida State got screwed? Absolutely, I do. I think that Florida State fans were very content with the fact, you know what, we're going to make they were just happy to be. I feel like Florida State fans were just happy to be there because they know that they're not going to match up with the likes of Michigan or Georgia. Georgia was going to be in the playoff, or they're not in the playoff now, but you know what I mean. Like there was a chance that they could have played Georgia.
Yeah.
I know they're playing Georgia in the Orange Bowl, but I feel like the committee really thought of last year where TCU's in the national championship game against Georgia, biggest stage, on the biggest stage, everyone's watching, and they get killed. They get absolutely demolished.
Yeah.
I think that the committee didn't want that to happen.
I'm with you. I agree with you completely. I agree with you completely.
Here's the thing. Here's my thing, though. It's always who's the best versus who's the most deserving. And if we're talking from a most deserving standpoint, it's Florida State.
Right, but when has it ever been most deserving? What more do they have to do? I'm not arguing, but
okay, go.
I'm just saying, I agree with what you're saying. There's not much more they can do, but it's just an unfortunate circumstance that happens. Like you said, the TCU game, things go into this more than football, and I would hope that it's just, the committee thinking, oh, it's the best team, whatnot, but we're all realistic. They're in this to make money. It's a business thing. Is a Florida State, Florida State Michigan championship where Michigan beats them, 56-7 again? Like, do you really want to see that? Is that something that America wants to see? No,
I don't.
But I think that's taken into account for. And I get what they said. They had these rules about they couldn't get first downs in the last week's game, third string quarterback. But forget about last week and all that. It's just once Jordan Travis goes down, and you see it in football teams like the Jets. Once you lose a quarterback, the most important position on the field, teams are not the same. They don't perform the same.
Here's my counterpoint. Sam, do you remember the first college football playoff? When Ohio State was down to their third string quarterback and won the whole thing with their third string quarterback?
Right. Okay. All right, fair. How many games did he play before that going into, though? I don't remember.
His first start was the conference championship game.
Was the conference championship?
Yes, it was. It was a 10 game.
So it was all right. I don't remember how he played, but okay, fair point. But I would also counter argument, and I know this probably isn't taken into account. Maybe it is, maybe not. But I'm just saying, all these guys that programs like Ohio State have in Michigan, the guys that come off the bench, these freshmen, they're also 5-star recruits. When Trevor Lawrence went down, we see guys come in that are other 5-star athletes, 5-star recruits. Yeah. But I'm saying you got a 3-star coming in, and you beat Louisville 16-6 in a game that. You would have liked to see them win by put up at least 21 points.
Think of it. Maybe, but here's the thing.
They put up 21. So
the Florida State defense looked really timeout. The Florida, if we're talking from an NFL standpoint here, Nick
But it's
Foles
not.
got-
That's the thing. It's not. It's
Okay,
not. It's
But you keep on bringing up Trevor Lawrence, so why can't I bring?
no.
up
I'm talking Trevor Lawrence in college. Trevor Lawrence went down for a game. Remember when he got hurt and they break? I'm talking backups come in college. The backups that
That
come
was
in
like
college
a
are also
regular season game,
right.
they
And I'm not.
were
But
playoff anyway.
I'm just saying. I'm using it as an example where a guy that goes down that's a top 5-star five-star recruit, a guy that's in the running for Heisman and stuff. These bigger programs have players to replace them. Like your Iowa State example, the guy who came in was probably a 5-star recruit, and that's got to be something to take into account for. Because when he came in, did he ball out? Did he ball out? Because again, I understand how good the defense was, but it's 16-6, and you're gonna play against an offense that's better than Louisville in the playoffs. That game really showed me nothing. It showed me nothing. Because I'll take another example. Now we go to the NFL. The Jets beat the Eagles. Would you say the Jets are better than the Eagles? No, but their defense carried them to win a game that they probably shouldn't have won.
Cardale Jones is a 3-star recruit coming out of high school and was down to 2 schools, Ohio State or Toledo.
Okay, but what was his stats like in that game? How'd the team perform?
In that game, let me see. Cardale Jones stats.
College Football Reference. In 3 games. Or no, sorry. Wait. Or was it I'm fucking losing my mind here. 2014. Ohio State. Who did they go?
I'm just saying, even with the backup quarterback in and, the offensive product in the field, can we both agree it's not the same thing. It wasn't,
but you can whinge, but it seems like they're looking at the most current, and it's, come on. Like, this team beat, I'm sorry, and this is no disrespect to Alabama. I think that Alabama loses to Texas. Texas is in the playoff. After that game, they were in a rock fight with South Florida.
Oh, with everyone. And I'm not, and again, here's the thing.
Came
I'm
down
not.
To their season was saved in a 4th and 35.
Right, but here, Stan.
Team was coming off of a loss against New Mexico. We can put rivalries aside, but come on.
And I'm not, again, that's horrible. That's a terrible, it is a horrible product in the field. They should have won by a lot more, but their strength of schedule was a lot harder than Florida State's, and their biggest win came last week against number 1 Georgia. You got to take that into account. And Stan, let's be honest here. I'm not pulling for Bama. I think they're going to be
Georgia
Michigan.
I think that Georgia had it was such a weak year for the SEC. Georgia had the most candy-ass schedule.
Were they really going to leave Bama out, though? Come on. Just think of this from a committee standpoint. Because go big. Remember what was it, 2 years ago where Bama got in and they shouldn't have been in? I mean, this just happens every year. I knew it was going to happen if Bama won. They went out and won. I said they were going to win in this podcast. I told you they were probably going to sneak in. And if Bama's getting in, that means Texas has to get in. Unfortunately, FSU's the odd man out, and that sucks. And it shouldn't be the way it is, but that's just how it is. That's how the committee was going at it. I understand they're saying it's just because he goes out, Jordan Travis, that season's over, that's what they're ruling out. I don't necessarily disagree with them.
Hang on, your Ohio State point. The team was carried by Ezekiel Elliott in the Big Ten championship game. 20 rushes for 220 yards and 2 touchdowns. Cardale Jones, 12 of 17, 257 yards and a touchdown. And 3 touchdowns, sorry.
But does FSU have like a Zeke-type college player, like a Saquon Barkley-type guy where they go out and they dominate every week, and that's a top pick, a top 10 NFL projected pick? Because who else is their top offensive weapon that's going to go in the first round? That's going to be a top guy.
Johnny Wilson.
The receiver, right?
Good. Keon Coleman as well.
But right, they're both receivers?
Yes, both receivers. They also have a very good running back, Trey Benson, who's going to be a very good running back in the NFL, I promise you.
I don't know. Again, they have give them all these tools. Last week they put up 16 points, and the defense carried most of it. I'm just saying, there's a lot that goes into it. And last week's performance had to be the tipping point. Because let's be honest, if they scored 24 points in that game, do you think FSU's in this college football playoffs?
Say it again. A news story just came out that I think you'll appreciate, Tim.
Oh. Well, if FSU scored like 24 points in that game and they put up less than 16, the offense was at least decently productive. Nothing crazy. Do you think they sneak in? I think so.
I think they get in, yeah.
But
last week it's tough after last week.
The thing is, it seems like that there's recency bias here.
100%. 100% recency bias.
What do they have to do?
That's
if
the
we're
thing.
talking about,
Nothing.
like last year, it seems like they just like go with their own little narrative here. Last year, they went with the most deserving because I don't think TCU should have gotten in after they lost the Big 12 championship game. I think if their one loss, they were done because they snuck through every game. It seemed like they just went with the four best.
Well,
And
we'll
I'm
see
sorry,
what happens
that's
now.
just such a chicken shit way of picking it. But anyway, Tim, Oregon State, the Civil War football game is a go for 2024 and beyond.
Oh, I love it. Okay,
Oregon
perfect.
and Oregon State is finalizing a deal. Ducks at Beavers on September 14th.
Perfect. I love playing them. I love beating
Yes.
them away.
Congratulations. So let's get to the playoff. As much as Florida State fans and Florida State truthers like myself, Tim, I feel like I had no choice but to ride with them, Tim. Like I've been saying it since since July, where I was like,
No.
they have a good shot of going undefeated. If they win that LSU game, they win that Clemson game, they control their own destiny. They have a pretty good shot at making the playoff. And
They-
they got robbed.
They did
got
not
robbed.
nothing
Plain
wrong.
and simple.
They did nothing wrong.
Plain and simple.
They did nothing wrong. They just an unfortunate circumstance that happened, and that's the reason they're not in. And that's pretty much it.
All right, so let's just touch base on this playoff now. Michigan's your 1 seed, Alabama's your 4 seed, Washington your 2 seed, Texas your 3 seed. Like it or not, who's in and who's not? It's going to be a fun playoff. I think it's going to be a very fun playoff.
I think Bama wins. I think Bama maybe takes it all home completely. I don't know.
I
We'll see.
don't know. I know that Washington Texas game is going to be. We could see. Honestly, I don't want to say it. I think we see a rematch from week 2. We get Bama Texas.
I wouldn't be lying to you if I wouldn't say one of my roommates already has a lot of money on that.
Oh boy, I haven't even looked at the.
It ain't me, but one of my roommates does have a decent amount of money on that exact championship. Shout out Matty Ice.
I have not looked at any of the lines, so let's just look at it right now. Alabama plus 1.5 against Michigan. Texas 4-point favorites against Washington. We're not making picks now, but it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be very exciting.
No, I agree. I think it's going to be a very fun college playoff. And again, I'm not trying to knock FSU here, but I think it's going to be a little more exciting with Bama in than FSU because I think this Bama Michigan game is going to be crazy.
Yeah, I mean we'll see. But speaking of bowl games, Rutgers to the Bronx, baby.
It's all I wanted. If
all we
Oregon
wanted.
wasn't getting in, it's all about Rutgers. And shout out Rutgers basketball, getting a ton of studs. Could be
Well, Dylan Harper might be committed to Rutgers in about 2 hours.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he is, and his partner underneath. They're gonna be good. They're gonna be good.
I think so. Speaking of
shout out
college basketball, Duke fucking sucks.
Well, was it in shock? No. I mean, I'm kidding, Stan. The Cavs stink. The Isles stink right now. I can't even watch the Jets.
Oh my god,
Like
the Islanders.
I don't even.
so bad. So bad with the Islanders. Oh my god.
I don't even want to talk about that right now. We'll get into. You got to give me some time to talk about that.
Well, I mean, well, in about 30 minutes we probably will. But let's just dive into the NFL. Pretty decent slate of games. I mean, I wasn't. Let's just talk about the Jets because this is so bad. And now that the whole rumor that Zach Wilson didn't want to go in. I mean, I don't blame him one bit that he didn't want to go in if that rumor was true because basically
They're
they
just
said,
throwing him back in the fire. He's such a scapegoat, and I'm so.
They basically were like, the reason why our offense is failing is because of you, and then they realized that the alternative sucked, so now they're just going to go back to him.
I said it. I kept saying it. Tim Boyle was never going to fix the problem. There's so much underlying issues with this team. Zach Wilson is our best option, and throwing him back in right now. Obviously now all the weight's lifted off his shoulders. He can't do anything worse. I mean, there's nothing worse that really can happen.
No, it can't be worse than this.
So
To be honest,
let him throw let him. I don't care how let him just air it out. I don't care if he throws 11 picks. I don't care if he throws, don't even get a touchdown. This can't get any worse. Let him throw the football because I'm so sick of this offensive play calling. We have a beat up O-line. You're trying to run these little screen passes. Nobody can move. The run game's obviously not working right now. So you got to switch it up. Nathaniel Hackett I swear, he's killing me. He's killing me, Stan. He's
Yeah,
killing me.
I just don't see a world where Robert Saleh comes back next year. I don't.
Unless
I
Rogers
really
says something,
don't.
unless Rogers like specifically comes out and says give him one more year or whatever, and they're like, all right, what? Because obviously he's calling the shots. Then
Well, yeah, obviously, but I just don't see. I don't see it.
not right now. No.
I really just don't see it right now, and I feel bad. Like Zach Wilson took minimal backup reps all season long, with the understanding that he would not be playing games, and then gets thrown into the Wolves with with O-line switching around. Such a predictable game plan just to fit him, but it's just so obvious what they're gonna do. Like it's so bad. It's so bad. It's unwatchable.
It's so hard to watch. It's so hard to watch.
It's so bad. So yeah, the Jets. There's not really more to go into it with Zach because he was just put in a shitty situation, and now it's all spiraling down.
It's a shit team. I'm gonna say the way Aaron Rodgers described it on the Pat McAfee show. It's been a terrible season, but we'll be back next year.
All right. Yeah, we'll leave it at the Jets. The Giants, on the other hand, Tommy DeVito is your permanent starter.
I give it for this week. It's just this week. I'm giving it for he's gonna have a week, and then Daniel Jones will be right back in action.
What?
What? Tommy
You
DeVito?
You said Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I said after this week, Daniel Jones will be back in action.
He just tore his fucking ACL.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm so sorry. I take that back.
You fucking kidding?
What am I? I don't know what I'm thinking.
Tyrod Taylor?
That's what I mean. Thank you. Jesus, I can't think of people's names.
Jesus Christ.
Ugh.
Daniel Jones.
Jesus.
Have a 4-week ACL recovery.
They're all the same thing. Does it matter who's in?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But this is, big game on Monday against the red-hot Green Bay Packers. Let's just talk about them, because holy shit. What a win for the Packers. I think Jordan Love has grown up right before our eyes.
And I'm seeing people on podcasts saying, "Oh, give him just one more year extension." Bro, sign this man. This is their future quarterback. I was not up for I'll be the first to admit it. I was a huge hater of him. I was trash talking him. Stan knows. I've been trash talking him for like years now.
You've been a big Jordan Love hater.
Yeah, and he's proven me wrong. This guy's showing out. He looks like an actual quarterback. I'd love to have him. So I say extend him, Green Bay. Do the right thing. Keep him there.
Yeah. I'm just still locked in on Twitter, looking at Juan Soto rumors. This is insane. We're gonna stick with the football talk. We're gonna talk baseball eventually. Anything else on football?
Honestly, it was.
Or do we want to?
Yeah, we can do picks. Is there much to recap? It was a pretty boring week, to be honest with you.
It was a very dry. I mean, the Niners-Eagles game. Was
I've been talking about that. Deebo Samuel getting his lick back. Wow.
Whooping.
And you know what? They talked their talk in the offseason. He said that game is an absolute joke. If they had Purdy in, it'd be different. I'm just saying.
They were right.
They weren't wrong.
I mean,
they weren't wrong.
I'm not sleeping on. I'm sleeping on Brock Purdy winning MVP because if he wins MVP, then it's officially a quarterback award. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is just as bad as the FSU situation if he wins it, because what are his MVP highlights? And I'm not knocking the guy. He's been an efficient quarterback.
What's his Heisman moment?
Yeah, like what? Like a 5-yard check down pass to Deebo who runs 65 yards after reception?
Yeah, dude. It's becoming a quarterback award, but I'm not.
I'm not loving it right now. It should be CMC, in my opinion.
I think it should be Tyreek Hill. I
think it should be a 2-man race between them.
Yeah, but apparently it's a quarterback award now, so leave it at that. That's what I hate about. That's what I hate about it. Oh my god,
football's getting away from us.
Yeah, football is getting away from us. So let's recap the picks. Tim. Oh god, I thought I saw something, but then I didn't. Tim, you went 1-2. I went 2-1. So we are now doing a point system. Tim and I have reviewed a look back at the scores. We are doing a point system now for standings. I am 20-19 with 60 points. Tim, you are 22-15-2 with 68 points.
Loving the ties.
Picks to go. If we tie, here's the tiebreaker. We are doing a best of 5 series for video games. Yes, you heard that right. Game 1 will be playing Chell. Game 2 will be the show. Game 3 will be 2K, and if necessary, Game 4 will be Madden, and Game 5 will be FIFA or EA Sports FC, whatever you want to call it.
And you know what? Everyone who knows us knows we're tied in first for fantasy football right now. It's eventually going to be. It's eventually going to.
Top 3 is all New York Sports Exchange. If we're counting Terrence,
you're right. Terrence is in the 3rd spot. So look what we know.
Look what we know. We know ball.
We know ball.
We know ball. Dak Prescott changed my season.
I can't believe I got Deebo Samuel for Adam Thielen, Kyler Murray, and I got my team's so sick. Nico Collins now is just an absolute.
Now that Tank Dell broke his leg.
I'm all over the place. I'm loving my team right now. But yeah, shout out to that. But if anyone knows,
no way.
What?
ESPN took down my logo.
Really?
Yeah.
Is mine still OJ?
Oh, let's check yours. Oh, this is such bullshit.
What's mine?
Yours is still OJ.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
Mine was fucking Jared from Subway. They just took it down.
Hey, if the glove don't fit, you cannot eat quit. My boy OJ.
We do not think that.
Did you have 2,000 rushing yards in a season?
Stop. Why is Pacheco questionable? Shoulder contusion. All right, that's fine. I'll keep track of that. Unbelievable. Anyway, so that's how we're going to do it if there's a tiebreaker. But right now, Tim is in the lead, 68 points to 60.
We all know it's going to come down to a tiebreaker. We all know this is how it's going to end up. It's not even like we're planning it. Like, it seems like it's going to be planned. I got an 8-point lead. I know I'm going to blow it. That's just what happens every time. So we'll see what happens.
Fair.
This is a big week. It is
a huge week. Yes. So let's just dive into the slate right away. Only one episode this week. Finals week, college students, academic weapons. So let's just dive into it right now. Thursday night game.
Ew.
If you're betting on this, call the hotline because this is disgusting. This is
you need
this
to speed
is so
dial
gross.
that hotline. This is the worst. This is this might be the worst game all season. And I know that Jets Giants game was pathetic, but I'm telling you right now, this might be worse than that. This is going to be
this is bad.
A slugfest. I don't even.
Really bad.
The Patriots have allowed less than 10 points in, I want to say, the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. They haven't scored. So I don't understand. Is this going to be like a 10-0 game? I mean, it's two good defenses against two pathetic
really good
offenses.
Yeah. Oh my! I don't know. But anyway, the Steelers taking on the Patriots Thursday night. They're laying 6. Total is at 30.5. 30.5.
Ugh.
This is not one of my 3. Clearly,
It shouldn't be anyone's 3.
Again, if you're betting on this, call the hotline. But anyway, Ramondre Stevenson doubtful due to an ankle injury. Kenny Pickett is likely out for Pittsburgh, meaning that Mitch Trubisky will be starting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, I feel like you have to take the under here. And this isn't like just pick nothing.
That or hammer Trubisky's overs. Listen, this guy is. No, I'm kidding. But hey, don't touch this game. Just don't leave. Trubisky's playing. It doesn't matter who's quarterback for the Patriots. Like Mac Jones is pathetic, and Zappy's better.
Even worse.
So it's gonna be a brutal game. Not what I want to watch.
Just honestly, if you want to have fun, take Bailey Zappi to score a rushing touchdown. Like
why not? Maybe they'll get one this week. Maybe honestly, take the kickers overs. You know?
Yeah, that could work too. But do not, for any reason, touch this disgusting game.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say, Stan, about this game is thank God there's in-season tournament Thursday on that I can watch some basketball that night instead of this game.
I've been waiting all day for the NBA in-season tournament. We will talk about that. Next up, we go to the Meadowlands. The Texans taking on the Jets. Texans favored by 4.5. It was just announced that Zach Wilson is the starting quarterback. The total is set at 33.5, I want to say. I could be wrong on what the total is.
Probably something.
The total is at 32.5. I apologize. Total's at 32.5. Tim, anything at all?
No. This is
no. Okay.
I don't really know what to expect this week. I'm hoping, honestly, just as a Jets fan, that we just have a creative week offensively. I hope we just switch up the playbook a little bit, keep them on our toes, adjust some plays, maybe get Dalvin Cook more activated. We've been saying it all year. Maybe we can see some life out of him. But
Okay.
the way the Texans have been playing, I don't see a world where the Jets win this game. If I'm being honest with you, I just don't. And it's just, it sucks to say that, but no, I think the Texans kind of come out of this
That's
one on
fair.
top.
That's fair. I was debating on making this one of my 3, but I
No,
don't know what to. I don't know. I was gonna take the Texans by the points.
just stay away from the Jets. Just don't.
Yeah, because you never. I'm not taking because you never know with the Jets because it's almost like their defense could have like a historic day or not. And
Yeah,
then
it's one of the two, and it's just the lifelong tale is why are you betting on the Jets? Don't ever bet on the Jets. You lose all your money on
Yeah.
the Jets.
exactly. Next up, we go to Atlanta. The first place Atlanta Falcons at 6-6, taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Atlanta. Atlanta is favored by 3.5, I believe. To scroll all the way down, no, 2.5. I apologize. 2.5. The total is set at 39.5. Anything from this one?
I got nothing. I don't know. This is again not a game I really want to watch. It's two mediocre football teams going at it. I know one's in first place, but a 6-6 Fugazi first place team is not one that I'm interested in watching.
Not an interesting one. Yeah, exactly. Especially with Desmond Ritter at quarterback too.
Yeah,
That's just so
maybe-
gross.
Maybe they just go in like an air out raid. Maybe this is just their air. Everyone's throwing the ball this game. Maybe.
Maybe, but I don't think that. I just hope they don't get whoever's getting that home playoff game. It's either going to be Atlanta or New Orleans. Just so gross, so gross,
Ugh.
so gross. Next up, we go to Chicago, where the Detroit Lions are taking on the Chicago Bears.
And I'm ringing it.
For what you're ringing it, I
I'm
think I
ringing it.
might know what you're taking here.
I'm actually gonna take the Lions spread. I think 3.5 is just a little low. I don't really
It's at
see a world.
3. There's a lot of juice on this one. There's a lot of juice on the -3, -122.
I'm loving it. I think that's something for me where I just maybe the Bears have been hot lately, yeah, but is hot like really a way to describe it? You beat Minnesota 12-10. I don't know.
Fair.
I like the Lions. I like the Lions offense. I've been saying it. I'm gonna stick with them. I think they're just a better football team than the Bears all around. I'm gonna put it at that.
I think it's a Fugazi line. I'm not going to touch it. I think it's Fugazi.
No, I'm taking it.
All right. Next up, another scary game. The battle of the backup quarterbacks. Jacksonville taking on Cleveland. C.J. Beathard versus Joe Flacco or Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
I like Flacco's juice. I'm not putting anything on this, but I think he's got a little left in the tank. That man came off the couch last week. Give him a week to get acclimated. Didn't play bad.
Didn't play bad. The Browns are favored by 3. The total is set at 30.5.
I got
don't
no
know.
action on this game.
Yeah, again, this game's just so gross. Like I just feel like there's. How do I put that? There's just so many backup quarterbacks playing right now.
Yeah,
where it's just like
battle
you
of the
don't want
backups
to
are
bet
just
these games.
no. They're not even ones you want to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I'm not touching this one. This game.
I'm not touching it. I'm going to say the Browns have the upper hand here. I like their defense a lot more than I like Jacksonville's.
Yeah, I will say that the Browns do have the upper hand. There's definitely a. Yeah, I think that.
But these are just two guys throwing mallards out there.
Everything Tim said, which is so bad. But I'm not touching this game, but I do like the Browns to win. Next up, we go to Cincinnati, where the Colts traveling to meet up with the Bengals. The Colts are favored by 1.5. The total is set at 43.5.
Apparently 1 p.m. is the time for the backup quarterbacks.
Ringing the bell.
This man is definitely on that Browning hype, and I know where he's going to go with this.
You thought wrong. Give me the Colts -1.5.
All right.
Give me the Colts -1.5. I think that this was. I know the Bengals got a big win on Monday night against Jacksonville, but I feel like this Colts team is much more inspired, especially now that Trevor Lawrence is out. There's an opportunity for them to get a home playoff game. So these games really, really matter. Really matter to them. Gardner Minshew is playing phenomenal football. I think that the Colts receiving core is going to feast on this Bengals secondary. Colts defense is a little shaky. I was leaning the over, but then I kind of changed my mind last second. Give me the Colts minus the 1.5.
Heard it first.
Yes, you did. Colts minus 1.5. Tim, nothing from you?
Nah, I got no action on this game. Listen, it's like you said, it's and I said it, Minshew's been playing great, but there's two backup quarterbacks here. I know Browning had a good week last week. I don't really know what to expect from this game, so I'm just keeping my eyes away from it. Nothing I'm really interested in. It's not
All
for
right.
me.
So Baltimore. I think the Ravens had a bye last week, if I'm not
They
mistaken.
did. They did have a bye
did.
last week.
Ravens are favored by 7.5, taking on the Rams. The total is set at 40.5.
And I'm ringing that bell.
Here we go.
I am actually going to take something that you didn't mention, but I like Lamar Jackson over 47.5 rushing yards.
Good one. I like that. Good pick.
I'm feeling some pressure from the D tackles this week. I think they're going to get him outside the pocket. I just want to see him run, and I think he's going to get it done. So give me 47.5 over.
Yeah, I got nothing from this one. The Rams coming off a big win over, who did they beat? Cleveland, to keep them in the hunt. But this Ravens team is just too talented. I think that they're playing very inspired football despite Mark Andrews being out. I'm not going to touch anything from this game, but I do like the Ravens winning this one. Next up, to everyone's favorite division in football, the NFC South, where the Saints are taking on the Carolina Panthers.
I got nothing to say about this game, Stan. I'm just going to say, if you're looking at anything, it's all Saints. Don't take anything Panthers. Just all Saints.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to touch this either. It's favored by what's the total at? The total is 37.5. Saints have not played good defense in the Voodoo Dome. If that's something
have
you're
the
leaning towards,
Have the
maybe.
Panthers played any good offense at all this year? It's like
No, they haven't.
so.
And
I don't
apparently,
know.
Jameis against the number isn't really a good starter. So who knows? But I'm not touching this
Jameis
game.
just isn't really a good starter to begin with. So
Hey,
listen, I like watching him throw him up as much as you do, but let's be honest, 50-50 ball is not the way to do it in the NFL.
hey, he's getting Chris Olave some production. That's all I'll say. That's my stance on that. Next up, we go to Vegas, where the Vikings traveling to take on the Raiders. They are favored by 3 points. I'm ringing that fucking bell, baby. Give me the Vikings -3. Justin Jefferson returning. He's going to feast on this week's secondary. Give me the Vikings.
I like it. I think Dobbs is a bounce back week. I think this is
Yeah.
they're 6-6, so I'm not gonna say get right, but get back on track game for them.
Get back
and I
on
think they
track.
get it done.
Get back in the hunt. I think they're in a wild card spot, but make that record look better. Get ahead in that playoff spot. I don't think you win the division, but maybe try to get that top wild card spot. Who knows?
7-6
I
looks a
don't
lot
think
better
so.
than 6-7, so gives you
Yes,
some more
it does.
breathing room. I think they get it done this week.
Yes, it does. NFC West matchup. San Francisco going to Seattle. Niners favored by 10.5. The total is set at 46.5. Tim, what do you think for this one?
I don't know. I don't have any action on it, but I like the 10.5 for me. The spread seems a little ridiculous, but then I think about it more, and it's like, is it really? Soto get traded?
Carl Ravitch just tweeted, "It's happening." Oh my god. Just keep going, Tim. Keep going.
All right. Well,
John Heyman saying that the Padres and Yankees are going through the medicals for the deal.
what is the deal?
We don't know. I think it's going to be Soto and Grisham for King, Thorpe, Brito, Vasquez, Higashioka.
What if it's just like completely off the rails and it's just like Manny Machado and like Fernando Tatis? Some just like absolute
We swap
random
infields.
yeah, just completely infield swap and just like the most random thing ever. They're like, yeah, we couldn't get Soto, so we just went for everyone else.
We just went for everyone, yeah. Oh my god.
Anyway, where I was going with this for the Niners is Niners are going to win this week.
Yes.
Niners are going to
Yeah.
win this week. The way they've been playing is unbelievable. They just beat the piss out of the Eagles, and real statement win for them. I think they're riding high, and I think they get it done this week. 10.5 for
agree.
me. 10.5 is a little bit much, but again, what we saw last week, is it
Wait,
really?
Is that one of your three?
No, I'm not ringing the bell. I'm just saying it's a
Okay.
little bit much,
Okay.
but I did think about it.
Okay. Next one, AFC West matchup. Broncos, Chargers. Chargers coming off of a loss. Did they lose? Or no, they
They
won.
won. They won barely though. They really had it. They played New England, and it was
Yes,
brutal.
sorry. Oh, how could I forget that? That was disgusting.
Disgusting.
I mean, it is that game was pretty forgettable. So I'm not. I shouldn't be blamed for that. Chargers at home favored by 2.5. Total is set at 43.5. This is not one of my three, but I like the Broncos.
I like the
Good get
Broncos
right
too.
spot.
I agree with you. I was just going to say that I don't think the Chargers just don't win football games, and this is something that we say every
Yeah.
year that they're going to figure it out, but they don't. They don't figure it out. This is year in and
Maybe
year out.
even take them on the money line.
Honestly.
if you want to go balls to the wall, take them on the money line.
Honestly, I don't hate that pick. You know what? I might change my pick. I take it back. I changed one of my selections, Stan.
Wow.
Now I had one more.
Wow.
I had the Bills Chiefs over, and I'm changing it. Give me Broncos money line. I'm feeling the Broncos this week. I think this is a week for them to get right, and I like this position for them.
All right. Smart one. I feel like I don't even know how to think with this Broncos team. I'm looking. It's snowing right now, and I have to drive to fucking MVP Arena in the snow. And I'm not
That's no
looking forward
fun.
to it. Yeah. Hopefully, I don't die.
Just
What
this
was I gonna say?
coaching. The coaching for the Chargers
it's
is
the coaching.
so bad. Like,
yeah.
Get Stanley out. Braden Stanley, he's got to go. He just and I understand.
Yeah.
You bring him in this year, you think things are going to change. Things don't change. Things aren't changing. They got to just revamp it, complete retool. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is for them because they have the quarterback.
I don't know what it is either.
It's the defensive play calling is atrocious. It's atrocious.
Yeah. Yeah. Next up, Bills and Chiefs. You were going to take the over for this, Tim, but you changed your mind. But nonetheless, the Chiefs are favored by 1.5. Do you know what the total was? Since you were
yes, it was 48.5 was the total that I got.
48.5. I was debating on this game or the Eagle Cowboy game to be one of my three. But
Dude, it's so this one is just because honestly, are we both? Dude,
I'm not on the over. I might take the Bills to cover.
I was literally just about to say that. We both feeling the same thing. I feel like the Bills win this game.
I think so too because they've done it before. Last year in the regular season, they went into Arrowhead and won. Now, granted, it's a different team, but
the way the Chiefs have been playing lately.
With the way the Chiefs have been playing lately, and let's all be honest here, Josh Allen has been playing great football despite the record. I know people are all shitting on Josh Allen and all this. He's been playing good football.
And this is a team that's 6-6, kind of on the ropes. They really need to, they're more motivated than anyone right now. They're more motivated than anyone. I like them this week. This is kind of damn. I wish we had 5 because these 4:00 games.
The 4:00 games are good. The 4:00 games are pretty good here, but I've decided Sunday Night Football, Eagles at Cowboys. Cowboys laying 3.5. I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it.
Look at it.
Ringing the
So
bell.
we all looked at the same thing. All right, we both looked at the same thing. I now feel better that some of my picks that you are agreeing with most of them.
Yeah, I'm taking the over 51.5. This is. I feel like the over has been very profitable between these two teams. I think that it usually goes whoever's home wins the game. Last couple weeks ago is the Eagles. Dallas plays really well on turf or at home, not on turf, at home clearly. So this is an easy one for me. I mean, I think the Eagles scored 30 points with Gardner Minshew at quarterback when Jalen Hurts got hurt around Christmas last year. So if they can do it with Gardner Minshew, I think this offense can clearly do it with Jalen Hurts, obviously. And Dak Prescott is playing as much as I hate to admit it, but I have him in both of my fantasy leagues. So really,
I was just about to say that too.
Plus, this Giants season has gone to complete shit. So to be honest, I'm just talking from a neutral football fan standpoint. Dak Prescott is playing within the last couple has been the best quarterback in the NFL right now these past couple of weeks.
I don't disagree with you at all. I don't. And I'm I'm one of those guys who's I'm a huge Dak guy. I've had him in fantasy so many years. He just gets points after points after points. And usually it's his turnover ratio that's been the problem. But this guy is just he's been phenomenal. He's just been slinging the rock efficiently. Yeah. The turnovers have been low. The touchdowns have been high. I like Cowboys to win.
Yeah, I don't like betting on these two teams. So let's just take the over, have some fun. Leave it at that. I just want points. I just want points on the board. Then last but not, actually no, 2 more games. Sorry. There's a doubleheader on Monday Night Football for some reason. I just found this out. So, and they're both on at the same time. So again, weird. Dolphins, Titans. Dolphins laying 13.5 at home. Jesus Christ. Just Jesus Christ. Total set the total set at 46.5. I mean, it's the Dolphins.
They expect Miami to score 46 themselves. Don't touch
this
game.
Titans offense is good. I mean, Levis to Hopkins has been pretty it's been a good connection.
You know what Levis to Hopkins is this week, Stan? It's like Chris Paul hitting a 3 to cut the lead to 45. All right, this isn't anything special. This is Dolphins team that's number 1 in the AFC right now, if I'm not mistaken. And
yes,
I think they continue that and go 10-3. Do I think they cover 13? I don't know. Maybe. I feel like not out of the question, but yeah, I wouldn't touch this game. Just get Miami wins. Miami's gonna win.
Miami wins this one. And last but not least, the New York Football Giants. Last time I think that's the first time all year I've said their team name with such enthusiasm ever since last season. But the New York Giants taking on the Green Bay Packers. Tommy DeVito going in, leading his team to glory. Packers favored by 6.5. The total is set at 37.5. I'm not betting this game for obvious reasons, but just I'm not touching it. I'm just going to leave it alone and leave it at that.
What I will say, though, is if the Giants do win this week, then they're
in the hunt.
That's
what
really
in the hunt.
There it is. That's
what scares me.
5-8. You put them back in the spot. What is DeVito getting $37 million next year after they win a playoff game?
Shut the fuck up, Tim. You're such an asshole. You are such an asshole.
Come on, you got one more year of that, and then you could cut him for nothing.
Yeah, that's true. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, Jordan Love's been playing good ball as of late, so this is definitely going to be an interesting game.
But so is DeVito.
So is no, he's not.
Passer rating's high.
No, he's not. Stop. Stop. Please stop.
I really wanted to take DeVito's over in rushing and pass, like his passing yards over, and then I looked at his rushing, so I was like, damn, like I might just hammer this guy. Because remember that week when Mike White came in and I hammered everything, and then he got hurt like immediately, and I was like, well, I got one drive.
One drive, that's it. Yeah, that's it for NFL. So Tim, you're going with the Broncos.
Yep, I have
money line or spread.
I have Broncos money line.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson over 47.5 rushing and Lions minus 3.5.
Gotcha. And then I got the Colts minus 1.5, then the Vikings minus 3, and then the over in the Eagles-Cowboys game. So yeah, that's our predictions for NFL Week 14. I cannot believe we're at Week 14 already, which is shocking to say the least. But anyway, let's talk some baseball. This is possibly we might get a live reaction. Might get a live reaction to the Yankees getting Juan Soto. It
seems like it's already through. You're just wondering what the deal is.
It seems like it's imminent. They're like Aaron Boone was just talking about on the Yes Network, like what it's been like watching Michael King grow as a baseball player. It's so obvious that this deal is getting done. Am I going to have a crazy reaction if this drops when we're recording? Absolutely, I do. But before that, because it's not official, Tim, the Mets did make some moves. You go get Luis Severino. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
You go get Joey Wendell as well. That's a good utility
bench guy, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good bench guy. Steve went to go to Japan, talk to Yamamoto. You lose out on Eric Fetty. Who's the new guy you just got?
What, the guy we literally just got?
Yeah, like the one you literally... I don't even know his name. I don't
Tonkin?
know who he was. Yeah, that. You get a reliever. What are your expectations?
Okay, all right. Because I'm hearing reports again. Pete Alonso's they're gonna get a deal done with him. Let's just get that out of the way. That's first things first. You got to secure him. He's gonna be the best power hitter the Mets have ever had, will ever have. You know, they got to keep him here. Yeah, it's rotation. You know it, I know it. They don't have a pitching staff right now. You can't go out there
don't.
with Severino, Senga, Quintana, Peterson, and think anything's going to happen. So they
You guys
gotta
still
get.
Lucchesi?
Sure, I don't know. He's on like he's in the minors and what does it matter? Who cares? You get Severino. He had like a 6 ERA last year. It's tough. You got to get pitching. You stick to pitching. We can work with hitting. We got young bats, guys I want to see get integrated in the lineup. Jet Williams, give him a shot. Just go get pitching, beef up the rotation, beef up the bullpen, and I'm okay. I'm okay with that. You know, I heard Dylan Cease's name get thrown out a little bit. I know it's just all speculation and stuff. Just go get someone we can rely on. Get a good 1, 2, 3. Get Yamamoto. That's it. Yamamoto and Alonso. You know what, Stan? These are the two things I want. Because you're going to get Soto. You're going to get all these guys. Just give me these two things, please. That's all I need. It's all I need in my life. It's the two things.
To the Yankees. Yankees go get Alex Verdugo, which it was a roller coaster ride. Brian Cashman wanted Alex Verdugo for the longest time. They wanted to get him at the trade deadline. It couldn't happen. And he's wanted him. And it's so rare that you see a Yankee-Red Sox trade because Brian Cashman does not want to trade with the Yankees or the Red Sox because the last thing he wants is to trade someone to the Red Sox and he balls out for the Red Sox and haunts them for the rest of his life. And I understand that. I like the Verdugo acquisition, I must say. I like it. Good hitting lefty. You can put him in left. I think you put him in left. And then and then if we get Soto, we put Soto in right and then Judge in center. That's what I think. I think Verdugo's a great piece. It really diversifies the lineup because they need lefties. Lefties.
And also a big thing they deal with a lot of outfield injuries, a lot more than a lot of other, MLB ball clubs. You see their top guys, they go down a ton, and it helps to have guys come off the bench. If Verdugo is a guy, that doesn't play every day, like a Mark Canha type guy, that could just fill a role, play good defense, get on base. I like the pickup for them. Honestly, I'm a huge Alex Verdugo guy. I have been for a while, so I don't hate it.
I think it's a good get. I think that we'll see what happens, but I think as far as it stands right now, I think that outfield is going to be Verdugo in left, Judge in center, Soto in right. That's what I truly think the opening day outfield is going to be, and then add DAG of Stanton. And then apparently Giancarlo Stanton is like working so hard this offseason after all the shit that Brian Cashman said.
Okay.
And here's the thing. Was he wrong?
No, he's not wrong. And but like saying you're working so hard now because you're getting all this after all this,
he's gonna be playing pissed off. But like a lot of people are like arguing, like, oh my god, like why would he say that? Like how could he? All this.
You're paying him $1 million.
Let's all be honest here.
You're paying him $100 million. You're paying him $100 million to do nothing. To do nothing. To be an out. So
basically.
I'm gonna start going a Joey Gallo rant. Was that Francesa who went on that one, or who's it?
No, a guy from the Bonanno crime family being like, they're pinch hitting for Joey Gallo. He's on the phone watching the TV. They're pinch hitting for Joey Gallo.
I like the one.
It turns out this guy's like a member of the Bonanno crime family and has like murdered a bunch of people.
The one where I don't know, he calls in after the game. He's like, "Do you really think Joey Gallo's going to be in a playoff lineup?" He's like, "It doesn't matter." He's an auto. That interview. LaGreca was going nuts.
He's like, "I will put it on the life of my children that Joey Gallo will not be on this team come August."
But he's like, it doesn't matter. He's an auto out. And he's like, what do you mean he's an auto out? I'm so sick of this.
He's an auto out. He's like, they're still winning.
They're winning games. If he's an auto out, they're first in the division. What are they doing wrong?
And he just like kept on going, Don. And then do you know the story when he was like,
story
when he was like tripping on acid when he was a kid and he was playing that like arcade game?
Yeah.
Where, like,
I felt like I was back on Qbert and I was.
I feel like I was tripping on mitts playing Qbert. Don.
So funny.
That's the best story.
It's like the best rant.
It's the best rant out there. But yeah, I do want the Yankees to also get Yamamoto.
Doesn't everyone?
I mean, doesn't exactly, but I feel like the Yankees need him more than anybody else. I feel like Hal has turned into his father because I know. I said this before. I almost wanted them to miss the playoffs. Because then because in Brian Cashman's eyes and Hal Steinbrenner, in their eyes, that is technically a failure. That is a failure of a season. the last time they missed the playoffs, or 2008. I'm sorry. I remember back in 08, they missed the playoffs. They were supposed to be like this big team, Jeter, A-Rod, Damon, Matsui. They fucking splurged in free agency. Burnett, Sabathia, Teixeira, Swisher. And then next year, they win the World Series.
Yeah.
Not saying this team's going to win the World Series, but it's looking like
Stan, I'm praying the Mets sniff a playoff spot next year. I mean, this team is just
Yeah, so according to Andy Martino, as the Yankees close in on a Soto deal, it is now clear that they are willing to blow by a new threshold if they convince Yamamoto to join the team. Yamamoto will meet in the U.S. with MLB clubs next week. The final Steve Cohen luxury tax threshold is set at $297 million this year, and the Yankees are prepared to exceed it.
well,
Yeah.
we'll see. I know it's going to come down to a bidding war between the two and where he's going to want to end up playing. And I really hope, fingers crossed, it's not like a Panarin situation where the Mets offer more money and he plays for the Yankees.
And he plays for the legacy.
Yeah, so we'll just see what happens. I like that we got Senga. This is the most that I've seen the Mets pursue a free agent prospect in God knows how long. I think this is
Yes.
this is the most they've been active in it. And I hoping it pays off. We'll see what happens because this is really someone we need. But
Yeah. Let's talk some Ohtani. Shohei. Dave Roberts fucked up big time. And so did the Blue Jays. It was evident, it said in an article by Jeff Passan that Shohei did not want any of his meetings leaked, did not want anyone to know when he was meeting with who, if he met with someone. Dave Roberts in the winter meetings straight up was just like, yeah, we met with him. And then like Dodgers PR was like, oh shit.
they took it and ran with it. And now he's either going to be a Dodger or a Brave, and I'm going to lose my mind
He's
for the
not
rest.
going to the Braves. He's not going to the Braves. He is not. I think that rumor's been debunked. He's not going to the Braves. I think the Braves are focusing more on getting Dylan Cease.
Oh yeah, focusing on what? Adding to what this Avengers lineup they already have? Like, what do they need? What? Tell me right now, Stan. What do they need? What do the Braves need to be a good baseball team? What do they need? What more do they need for them to be good? Just tell me.
To win in October.
Yeah, okay, that's it, right? That's all they need. So why is he getting thrown around with these teams? Yeah, why is he getting thrown around with these teams? I physically cannot watch baseball if I'm watching a series where the batting order is the Mets and it's going to be Acuna, Ozzy Albies, Matt Olson, Ohtani, Austin Riley. Like, what are we going to do?
Arcia. They could get a shortstop.
Oh yeah, great. Get a short. Oh yeah, because Arcia didn't have a good enough year last year for them to just not re-up with him. I can't with this. I can't. If he goes to the Braves, stand. I'm letting this be known right now. If Ohtani, and I know you're saying it's debunked. If he goes to the Braves, I am never watching baseball again. I'm done. I'm done.
Shit.
I am done.
God damn. All right. So I'm gonna name a free agent, and you tell me where he's going. Okay.
All right.
Shohei Ohtani. I think he's a Dodger.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I was just about to say that. Either a Dodger, and for some reason the Cubs come to mind. The Cubs for some reason come to mind.
I wanted the Cubs too, but I feel like that's getting less and less ground. I think it's gonna be the Dodgers. And plus, I don't think he wants to leave LA. Because I feel like he wants to live his simple life. Because if he goes to Canada, he's going to be the biggest person in Canada.
Him and McDavid.
Yeah, in Toronto especially because Toronto sports. I mean, I know the Maple Leafs even. I haven't even checked the NHL standings.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, they're good.
Okay, they're good. Okay. Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Mets. I'm gonna say the Mets. You're gonna say the Yankees, and we'll just fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Neutral. I'll say the Giants, but I think he's going to be a Yankee. Cody Bellinger.
This is a really tough one.
This is a tough one because I made this doc. I made this Google doc of who I'm picking, and the Soto to the Yankees thing wasn't really going on, so I was just like, okay. I said the Yankees, but now, to be honest, I have no idea.
San Francisco.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one.
They got a lot of money to spend. They got a lot of money to spend though, and every year they're trying to add. I think this is, especially after last season, this is a guy they're going to want to go after.
Yeah, fair. Blake Snell.
Oh,
for whatever reason, Blake Snell.
Dude, I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I want to like hopeful.
Here's my thing. When I made this doc, I'll be honest. I had Shohei going to the Cubs, and then I changed it to the Dodgers. But then because I had Shohei going to the Cubs, I had Blake Snell going to the Dodgers.
All right, then Blake Snell to the Cubs. Maybe do they really want to add?
Maybe. Do they really need pitching though?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to think of teams that like.
I don't know.
Yeah, long shot. If he goes to the Braves, dude, I'm.
Everyone's going to the Braves. Aaron Nola already re-signed with the Phillies.
Yeah.
Jordan Montgomery.
This is a good one. Honestly, I can see him in a
he's a
Mets
Met.
jersey. I was just gonna say I can
I-
definitely see him in a Mets jersey.
I can see him as a Met, especially if Yamamoto falls to whoever, except anyone but the Mets. I think that they're going to put a full court press on him.
I was just gonna say
Matt
if
Chapman.
Yamamoto thing fizzles out, it's the Mets. If Yamamoto fizzles out, 100% the Mets.
Yes. Matt Chapman. I say San Francisco.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, that came to mind.
Yeah.
No, Chicago. Yeah, San Fran. I'm gonna go San Fran too. I think San Fran again. San Fran was in on a lot of people.
They need a third baseman.
You go-
They need a third baseman too, I think, right?
yeah, they're always a team lingering around. Yeah, I like San Fran. That's a good one. San Francisco. There we go.
Yeah. And last but not least, Josh Hader. I know they
Ooh.
just signed Kirby Yates, but I think the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They
That
needed
add to their
bullpen
bullpen.
help. I know they won the World Series, but they needed that bullpen help in the worst way. I think that he goes to the Rangers. Becomes their permanent closer.
long
Or they
shot,
might go
this
through
is such a-
closer.
Yeah, such a long shot. It's so like, and you're gonna disagree with me, but for some reason, I just see him in a Yankees jersey. I don't know why. I just
I don't
always
think he's
have.
going to the Yankees. I don't think he is.
I don't know. I don't think he is, but long shot.
don't-
There's
I
a long shot pick for you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely a long shot, but I mean, it would be nice.
It would be nice.
You'd have to
I
cut
wouldn't
his
mind
hand,
seeing him
but
come from the
it would be
pen. Yeah,
nice.
I wouldn't mind seeing him run out from the bullpen in the 8th inning, and you guys with your loaded bullpen already.
Yeah, really, would be nice. Yeah. So for baseball, do we want to dive into some NBA?
Yeah, let's talk about the Knicks. What happened last night? Because I was pulling
Bad
for them.
loss. It
I
was
was
a bad
pulling
loss.
for them. I thought they were gonna get it done.
It was a really bad loss. They hung in there for a bit, but once that second half hit, it was it was rough.
All right, well, we're getting towards the end of the in-season tournament, so we got these semifinal matchups. Who are you pulling for right now? The team that I want to win the
I'm
most,
pulling for the
and
Pacers.
this is, yeah, I'm with you. Solely based off the $500K bonus they get, they got a ton of guys on minimum contracts. They're all fighting for half their contract right now, adding on.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm loving them. I really,
Yeah,
I think they
I'm
pull
loving the
through.
Pacers. I love the idea of this tournament too. By the way, I think that I thought it was going to be awful, but now
It's giving me
Of course.
motivation.
it's it's giving me motivation. You did not say that. It's giving me motivation.
So let's talk. I want to break down a few NBA games, especially where more in season tournament stuff. Last night, Suns Lakers. I don't know if you caught the end of that game. What a
The timeout?
horrible. No, yeah, what a horrible call. I mean, that was not the guy called him a foul. They gave him a timeout at the end. Did you see that? Where
I saw
was like
it, but apparently they did like the last 2-minute report, and they made the right call.
well, regardless, it was a very, very close basketball game. It was Lakers off rip. They were destroying, dominating, and then they kind of fizzled out towards the end, which is why I kind of think going into this game against the Pelicans, Stan, on Thursday, I kind of like the Pelicans to take down the Lakers in the little in-season tournament action.
It's a good one. It's gonna be I'm pretty entertained. Baseball news, not the one that you're thinking of though. Craig Kimbrell is a done deal with the Baltimore Orioles. He passed his physical.
Oh, well, add to their bullpen. The rich get richer.
Yeah, rich get richer. Their bullpen's gonna be pretty damn good now.
I mean-
then lost it. Oh yeah, the in-season tournament. I'm a fan. I like the way the Pelicans are playing. I like the way the Pacers are playing. This offense is insane. Like
I know.
that's
They just routed the Celtics. They put up, what, like 130 on them? I know it was kind of close. It was like only like 10-point game, but still, just domination
Yeah.
offensively.
it wasn't. Yeah, it was a close game, but until like the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, all Indiana. Halliburton first career triple double.
He
He's
is
ridiculous.
a stud. He is a
He
stud.
might be getting He might be getting.
He might be the
MIP.
SGA of this year.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that too.
I'm liking the Pacers. I can't. The Cavs are 11-9. They got the Magic tonight, who for some reason Orlando is just I'm playing out of their minds right now.
Yeah.
they're a deep team.
They
Gotta
are.
be-
They're young too. They're
The
a
NBA
young, good team.
The NBA is so interesting because go back. My
Changing.
Pistons were my sleeper team, and they're 2-18. That's out the window. The Magic are
Yeah.
14-6. There's teams that are doing it like the Timberwolves, 15-4. Is flipping on it. Had 13-6 from the Rockets. The league's flipping over. I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying watching basketball recently. I'm having a good time.
Yeah. Speaking of basketball, college basketball. I mean, I'd be remiss to mention. Duke is so ass. This is bad. This is really bad.
It hurts.
No, it does. Oh no, never mind. Technical. I saw a passing tweet. Freak the fuck out. I freaked the fuck out for about 30 seconds. Oh, wait. John Heyman, here we go. Only medicals and minor details to go in the Juan Soto trade talks with the Padres and the Yankees. The principals are telling folks that they expect the deal to be done fairly soon. Once done, the Yankees will also get Trent Grisham the deal to back up their revamped starting outfield of Soto, Judge, and Verdugo. Yes. Come on, baby. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done.
Whatever.
Oh, it's happening. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Now bring me Yamamoto. Bring me Yamamoto. And
All
we're
right.
good.
All right. Relax.
Yamamoto, and we are good.
This man's getting
Oh my
unhinged.
God.
You want to talk about unhinged, though? The Islanders last night, I actually almost punched a hole in my wall. If
Yeah,
anyone,
I'm sorry, Ted. That's so bad.
anyone watched that, I have no words. I don't even know what to say. Like you play a great game, and then the last 8 minutes, you're like, nah, no defense. Just gonna see what
Nah.
happens.
Against
See
the
what
worst
happens.
team in hockey.
Yeah, and you let
Ugh.
Thomas Hurdle get a hat trick. They're 10-7-7. I can't. You know what? The thing is, like, they lose, they still get points. Like, it's so strange. It's such a strange thing to me that they keep losing games and they're winning. Like, it's crazy. So now we're 10-7-7. You lose to 17-17-2 team. The only way to go from here now, anything to get better, is fire Lane Lambert. This is the only
You gotta
option they
fire
have.
him. He's
The only
gotta
option
go.
they have is just get him
He's
out of here
gotta
because
go. He's so bad.
it's clearly not clicking. Things are not working in the locker room, just mentally, it feels like, especially in third
Yeah,
period,
it
with their
does
goal
not-
differential being -20. So, fire Lambert. That's where I'm leaving it at. Fire Lambert. Rangers lose one last
gotta
night.
go.
Rangers lose
Yeah,
one
it
last
was-
night. That's
Bad game.
Bad game.
I feel like they always have like their shitty games against Ottawa.
Ottawa plays you nice. Last year they took 2 or
Ottawa
3.
Yeah, they played well. Yeah, they took 2 or 3. The game that I was at, they lost to Ottawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not worried. I think that people love to
Why would you
overreact on
be?
Twitter and all that. Congrats to. Oh, wait. Nope, Rappaport. Damn it. Yeah, congrats to the Zaretskis. I don't know if you saw Tim. 50-year Ranger season ticket holders.
Oh, congratulations.
But they got a very nice stick implemented from the Rangers, from the Zaretsky family. Jake and Avery actually met Panarin.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Nice.
shout out the Zaretskis.
Fun fact,
Great
my
people.
name is embroidered on the wall of UBS Arena.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
I do know that. Oh, actually, UBS is actually brought up, somewhat brought up in what I saw. But yeah, the Rangers got a. Yeah, I think they bounce back. They'll be fine. They're on top.
That's so funny. Speaking of I immediately just get an email right after saying from Olivia Phillips. Shout out to her, reaching if I want to get a season ticket top shelf plan. No, I already have them. Thank you, Olivia Phillips, but I do not need that.
Shout out Olivia Phillips. Oh boy.
Well, before we
Uh-oh. Did your mic unplug again?
I don't get it.
Yeah, it did.
How does it keep doing that?
I don't know. Hang on, I'll stop it.
Is it-
Moving on, what I saw. Tim, go for it. What'd you see?
What did I see this week, Stan? Well, I did see Patrick Kane taking his first skate at practice with the Detroit Red Wings in an 88 jersey. Mind you, I don't know if he's playing tonight or the weekend, but he should be coming up soon should be his first game. I'm just interested to see how this plays out. There's been 6 NHLers that have had the same surgery he's had, and they have not been able to play nearly at the level they were at. I don't even think they came back and recovered. We're talking now, obviously, a generational player, so I hope he can bounce back. I'm interested to see what happens, but yeah, that's what I saw this week. I saw Patrick Kane get back in the ice for the first time in a while.
He's gonna be
Oh, also, shout out Drew Fortescue making the preliminary roster of the U.S. World
I was
Juniors
just gonna
teams.
say that. Yes,
Shout out.
huge. Can you imagine us in December sweating USA? Can we even bet on World Juniors? Do you know?
Yes, you can.
Okay, perfect. I don't think you can do props though.
Oh, you can.
Oh, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, hope he makes it. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, shout out to him.
That'd be pretty fucking awesome. What I saw. We're actually talking some horse racing for what I saw. They are moving the Belmont Stakes. Tim. I
Yeah,
don't know
to Saratoga.
Yes, Saratoga.
Yeah, wild.
Officially official. The Belmont Stakes will be held at Saratoga on June 8th. The Belmont, which will get a purse bump to $2 million, will be run at 1 1/4 miles. It will be a part of a 4-day racing festival that will include 23 stakes totaling at $9.7 million. Is this Mickey Mouse? Is this Mickey Mouse?
I'm gonna say no, just because I might have a chance to go. But
Yeah, I might have a chance to go too. Like that's the thing.
So no, but kind of.
I almost wanted to be at Belmont though because you get the preferred parking.
No, yeah, you're right. I do get the preferred parking. Yeah, but the thing is,
either way, you win.
right? But the tailgating at Saratoga, my buddy lives close there, and it's a madhouse. Yeah, it's a madhouse there.
I think it's. I need to find the Hochul tweet because she said something like why they're moving. I think it's because they're renovating the track, right?
I think so.
Yes, the Belmont Stakes is coming to the Saratoga Racecourse in June. With the modernization of Belmont Park underway, the hosting of the third leg of the Triple Crown at America's most historic track is a win for horse racing and the Capital Region economy.
I don't know. I don't know if it's. Yeah, I don't know if it's. I think it's because they're building, and this is Stan. This is something you were going to be interested in. They're building a huge complex, like a mall kind of thing around UBS. It should have a casino in it. It's supposed to be a nice little venue area for people to go shopping and stuff. So I think that's kind of where they're going to do all that renovations over the summer. So yeah, look excited, Stan. We have a few more stuff to do before Islander games. They got the Heineken porch. We got a little mall we can walk around at. Some stuff. We got some stuff to do.
Porch. I think I'm more focused on the standing room only. I'm more focused on the Toyota Terrace in center field. Watching.
Yeah, no, I don't blame. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Don't blame you for 1 second there. I'm just still looking for updates here because this is I'm itching here. I'm itching.
All right, before Stan loses his head, we're just gonna give top 5 New York sports athletes of all time off the top of your head.
Ooh, this is simple.
Right now.
Let's see.
I'm gonna go top, not top 5. Your favorite New York sports athletes of all time.
Oh, like my favorite?
Yeah,
oh,
your favorite.
Okay. I thought you meant like all time, but
no,
okay.
Top 5 all-time favorites for sports. At 5, this might be a little off the rails. I was a huge Matt Molson guy when I was younger, so I'm just gonna go Matty Molson, 26 at 5. I have my PS3 username is Matty Molson 26, and I have his jersey, away jersey, signed by him. So I'm gonna go Matt Molson.
That could get you banned. That could get you banned on Twitter these days.
Yeah.
Wow. My number 5, before my time, but I don't care. I'm going with Mark Messier.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna go number 4. You know what? Number 4. I'm gonna go Lucas Duda again. Another guy grew up loving. I have an embroidered hat. I'm gonna go Lucas Duda at number 4.
Okay, number 4. I'm going Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, that's a great one. See, that's my 3. I'm gonna have to go Melo at 3. I think Melo is Melo.
Okay. Number 3. Going with Derek Jeter.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, I'm gonna go number 2.
I already know my 2 and 1.
Well, I know my 1, but 2, I'm kind of thinking here.
All right, number 2, I'm going A-Rod. Number 1, I'm going Eli Manning.
All right, I'm gonna go 1 Matt Barzal, and I'm gonna go 2. Oh, this is such a tough one. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna go Revis at 2. I think Revis at 2 is a good pick.
Honorable mention for me, Odell Beckham.
That's a good one. Honorable mention for me, Brandon Marshall. Hell of a receiver. I really enjoyed his time in New York.
He sucked in the Jets.
He was,
sucked
dude.
in the
Nah, he was the only dude. He was the only shot we had. Him and Fitzmagic making the playoffs at 10-6. That was the last like real winning year they had. So shout out to him.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I already said my honorable mention.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we got. It was a long episode. Well, because we had to divide into 3 parts because Tim's mic unplugged like 30 times.
Well, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Yeah, whatever. All right. That's going to wrap it up. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, X, and TikTok. Be sure to like this video on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube, leave a comment, and be sure to follow us and rate us on Spotify.
5 stars.
5 stars only. We will see you guys next week. Hopefully Juan Soto will be a Yankee. I'm praying.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Hopefully he's going to be a Yankee. He's going to be a Yankee.
I know.
Whatever. Whatever. All right. Peace out, guys.